Okay. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Night Live Stream. It is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's time for some ForgeCraft. I hope everybody's doing okay. I'm looking over here at the chat window. We have a lot of people. We've actually got, I see Zephyrwind we were having an argument with earlier about Torturino. He's delusional. Let's see. Arsec, Dunny Mims, Chris Jackman, Wirewolf I see out there somewhere. We've got Marcus Vilchek. We've got Burgosaurus Rex. Chris Jackman, I think I said that name. Paula? Oh gosh, so many people. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Mr. TTFT Cuts is with me as always. How you doing, Cuts?
Hi. Plotting.
Plot.
So much plotting.
We've been talking about what we were going to do this evening, and Cuts has an idea. Would you like to share it with the audience? Just the overall.
Well, we needed power, so solar panels, but building a system that can build solar panels sustainably. So we can just say, well, I mean, I was going to say, so we can just say, oh, give me 50 solar panels, but maybe not even that. Maybe just put stuff in and it will just produce solar panels up to a number, and you take out, it'll just replenish over time.
So, this is what is fueling said fevered dream. We now have, and I would say for some absurd reason, but it's not an absurd reason to know why we have it. We have applied Energistics 2, as well as refined storage. Now, this is not your standard mod pack server. This is a testing server. So quite often we get doubles, duplicates, and overlap. It's just a thing. So the auto crafting seems to be a bit smoother and smarter in AE2, comma, if it was ported properly. We don't know, period. But we're going to find out.
Theoretically, it should be more reliable.
Tire for hire. Hey, what's going on? Yes, it should be more reliable. I do agree with you. I think it will be, unless we run across any weird quirks of code that causes a crash, which hopefully not, it should be fine. And it will be more reliable than the refined storage system. For sure. Kiro5505, what's going on? And Tristark is lurking somewhere out there. Cuts plotting. Why do I feel like there is a graph involved? Maybe? Technically?
On this time.
Yeah, we do actually have. We had a pre-existing mob spawner Cuts for the Enderman, and it is already set to capture. You just have to put the vials in there. But that means I have to get the quartz for the vials, I think. Let's go to Soul Vial. What? Oh. Oh.
Oh, hey, the power's out.
Yeah, shocker there. I haven't gone back to the old house to refill it yet. Okay. Gotta wait till we get the clear one. I really do hate this. This is one of those things that they need to fix. Okay, it's just another quartz.
Yeah, it's 4 quartz, I think.
Block of quartz. I was checking. Just in case something weird happened. Once upon a time, AE2's Certus quartz would work for quartz glass for Ender IO. But that was many moons ago.
Oh, hey, some little ones.
Do you want... I'm going to go back to the old house first. I need to put some power into the power system. Need to put some fuel in the power system so we can get some power out of it. How about that? Okay, I think... Yeah, it's not going to work. Let's go over here. Oop, that all got relocated to a new, much more inconvenient place. Give me a second. Let's go back. Now the fun part is going to be seeing if we have enough power to teleport back. I think we will. We are... Gray Matterist, what's going on? Also, Mr. Preacher is lurking out there somewhere. Let's do that. Boop, 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 boop. Let's get the power taps flowing again. Yeah, this goes in bursts, quick bursts. There we go. Come on. We need some success. Does that mean this is power now?
Well,
Yeah.
this cell is filling up rapidly.
What cell?
The one at the teleporter. It's already half full.
Whoops, wrong way. I'm just going to chunk a whole ton of ender pearls in there and leave it be.
I brought back the good panel from the living wood and stuff machine, since we don't really need that running right now.
Awesome. That's very encouraging. Okay. So, yeah, all of these are filling up. Wow, plus 4,000 RF per tick. We're booking. I brewed the coffee right now. She might swing around for another pass later on, though. We'll see our seg. Okay. So, tasks. You're gonna... Wait a minute. One of us has to go out and find some of the... Who's the what's-its? We have to find a meteor.
Do you want to, or sure? I'm perfectly fine too if you've got something you'd rather concentrate on.
Well, I suspect we're going to have to do some major mining in the Nether. For quartz, specifically. We have a fortune pick that I can steal. Is this...
Well, I mean, if we could get the Botania stuff going first, get the portal running. It doesn't need to be on all the time, but we do need the pylons making.
The pylons... Okay, so... This is the part where I interrupted you, and I need to have you resume your course of conscience. What were you talking about we were going to use the portal for?
Getting the appropriate materials to be able to duplicate quartz.
Okay. Let's get the appropriate...
Which I don't think requires a whole lot.
Appropriate materials?
Yeah, 3 elementium and a pixie dust. It's not that expensive. But it does need the portal to be open to throw the stuff through.
Oh. No, you come here. Going to put you away for the time being, because I don't need crazy amounts of flowers right now. Okay, so we need to be able to make elementium. And elementium is used. This must be one of those things where that stuff is not in the book yet because I haven't tossed the book through the portal, yes?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's literally you throw 2 mana steel through and you get an elementium back, so it's not very expensive. The portal doesn't need to be open for very long. We just open it, chuck a load of stuff through, and it can be closed again.
Elementium is made out of what? You remember?
2 mana steel.
Oh, okay, so we just chuck a whole bunch of mana steel through, get a whole bunch of elementium back, and then we move on with our lives.
I don't know what pixie dust is, though. That's something else to throw through, and I'm not sure what that is.
Pixie dust? I don't have that one listed yet. I'm not going to know until...
But yeah, same reason. It's stuff that you get from the portal.
Yeah, okay. So, 2 Natura pylons. That's...
It's a mana pearl thrown through. Yeah, that's no problem either.
What, pixie dust?
Yeah, 1 mana pearl traded for 1 pixie dust through the portal. You won't find it in the book, though.
Oh, I'm not looking for that.
It's basically some Terra steel and a
none of
pylon.
those. Okay, you're unwanted. I'm guessing right there and right there. I guess. We need to get mana pools right next to each one of those.
They need to be under. The pools need to be underneath.
Oh. Well, it's fine. We can put the mana pools between those and the portal and then move them up. That's fine. Okay. Mana pool, mana pool, mana...
I didn't know you'd made Terra steel already.
That thing behind you.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't know you'd actually made any yet.
Oh, yeah.
So that takes up most of the mana cost. We have enough mana then. I mean, the most of the mana cost was going to be producing the Terra steel to build the thing.
I have 2 preset tablets. Man, I have so many people probably yelling at me. You're doing it wrong. Okay, let's do this. Do this. I'm gonna get this here, this here.
Do they need to be in a specific offset?
It doesn't show a picture, and it only shows the portal in the book. It does not show the relationship of these things to the portal. Nowhere in the book. So I am literally guessing unless somebody's got a better idea.
May I have the book to look at? Just to see if it's in the text. So you don't have to bother skimming through all the writing.
We're installing the
No,
graphic.
that's not the button I meant to click.
Yes, it was. That's the button everybody clicks when they get into that book, because it looks like the page-turning icon.
Arsig has a question. Does overgrowth seed or thingies from Botania make a passive generation flower last forever?
Yes.
Yes.
There's only one flower that it works on now, though, because there's only one passive generation flower, and that's the water flower. I have considered doing a big array like I used to of floating flowers with the water lily or whatever it's called. I can't remember. And it basically consumes blocks of water. If you build it right, you can make it to where you have blocks of water being filled in by other source blocks, so you never lose the structure, right? So you can build kind of a vertical stack of these floating flowers circling like a 3x3 pillar of water. The problem is that not only did the mana rates get quite severely reduced normally, they did get reduced to the point to where they're back to normal when you actually use the overgrowth seeds. I don't know.
Okay, it's anywhere in an 11 by 11 area, so we're fine.
Yeah, so I don't know if it needs. I don't know if the overgrowth seeds and the water lilies or whatever they're called are worth it. That is my eternal question right now.
No.
What?
We're going to get more performance out of thermal lilies because we have blood magic. If we didn't have a blood magic setup, maybe, but like this, definitely not.
Okay, so I can't remember if this thing is going to activate when I put mana in these pools or what.
No. You put mana into them, it'll need to be fairly full on each one, so we'll have to start it going for a while.
No, I've got two full mana tablets.
Okay, then pop them in.
But I mean, is this thing going to turn on and we can't turn it off
No.
or what?
Well, it will turn on when you boot the thing, but to turn it off, we can just knock out the block.
It'll turn it on when we what?
When you use the wand on the
Oh,
gateway
okay.
core.
So we
But
right-click.
don't do that yet.
Yeah,
So
we
it's,
right-click the core to activate it and then break the core to.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to want to have the things ahead of time to send through, though, if we don't want it to...
Yeah, I'm not turning it on yet. I'm gonna wait for these things to empty. Ooh, what? Where? Enderman Boop. Where'd you go? I heard you.
Okay, it's just chilling.
Weird. Okay. Once these finish filling up, did they finish? That one did, and that one did. There we go. We're gonna have that one filling back up. And if we wanted to... Actually,
Lexica Botania, 337th edition. Vazki did a thing. Quote from CPW.
put that back for the time being. Okay. So... There we go. Basically, what I want to do is top these pools off. Then I'm going to go make a piston, a little bit of redstone. This thing, it's full. No wonder. I want to make a piston, a little bit of redstone, so we can stick a lever right here and pull the lever and yank the core straight down and turn it off. Right?
Yeah, or back or forward or whichever.
Yeah, whichever. So that's what I did when I had the gateway, when I was doing the Coop Street Mafia thing, the chicken coop. That's what I did with my portal.
Oh, has it changed so it's no longer got continuous upkeep now? Okay.
Well, oh, it's not?
Apparently we'll only consume mana on portal initiation, transaction, and destruction.
Oh. Okay.
Cool. It's good then.
It means we could just leave it open, I guess.
Yep.
Esmagato, what's going on? Okay, if that's the case, we are going to need ender pearls. We got loads of that. We are going to need what? Mana steel?
Yes, so iron.
Okay, there's a whole stack of iron. Let me go ahead and reverse this, put that in. Because we're going to need a whole bunch of mana to make a whole bunch of mana steel. This means one of us still needs to be going out looking for a meteor. You want to go do that? Because basically, the sooner we find those stupid plates, the sooner we can get all this started. Yes, I do think the plates are stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a little inconvenient, but...
A little. I deeply respect algorithm X2, but there are large stretches of AE2 that I find dumb and stupid. Sorry. I've told him that. Not a secret. I'm polite about it. I'm not going to be a jackass to his face. There's some things that don't really make sense to me. There's bits of the mod that seem openly user hostile. I don't understand. And it's just a difference. Not everybody's going to get every single mod. It's the way it works.
Oh, do I still have my... Ah, good, I do. I still have my underwater hat on me.
Yeah, Tristark, if you want to cop an attitude, I can always kick you out of the channel. Just FYI. I'm hip with that. We get a lot of people around here itchy to use a banhammer.
Oh well, I'm finding plenty of railcraft geodes under the ocean.
Yep, there are lots of those.
Considering they no longer get cut off by the ground, I wonder how that's going to work with ATG's abyssal depths. I don't want to end up with accidentally geodes floating in water.
Wait a minute, what? What are you talking about?
One of the things I had with ATG was an abyssal depths kind of biome going on, like for the very deep ocean,
Yeah.
where it would go right down to scouring bedrock. And if those things now are not cut off by... Because before, the geodes, if a geode was sticking out the seabed, it wouldn't be round, it would be like cut in half.
Okay.
If that's the case now, there might be floating geodes in those very deep oceans. Well, I'm starting to get pushed back slightly as I fly forward, so that means new chunks are being made.
Oh, that's why I was hitching. Okay. That's a good thing, though. That
Still
means...
know in the right area.
Yep, that means you're at least heading the right direction, and we might see one of them there. Meteor strikes. You might want to just... Yeah?
Can you check the Twitch side of things? Because Stephen Blom mentioned that something might be wrong with the Twitch thing.
No, hang on a sec. Logged in. Okay.
Okay, it might just be an error on their end. He said he thinks the Twitch chat disconnected. God, so that sounds fast.
If this thing doesn't consume mana over time, then we only need a few mana steel. Like 6.
Too late. I've already got a stack and a half.
Especially if now throwing stuff through and doing the trade does cost. So we'll just have to have that store back storage or whatever.
Yeah, we can use it for... Okay, wait a minute, getting my windows resituated because I had to juggle things around. Okay, I can actually see Twitch is fine for me, says Wirewolf. I can see Twitch here now, and Blom just showed up on this side. So I disconnected and reconnected the Twitch client. Hopefully that was all that was required. There's a button in settings for the app that says reconnect. So every once in a while I have to go in there and tell it, hey.
Oh, that looks like a meteor.
Yeah, even if we don't use this mana steel now, we will use it in other things in Botania. So, you know, we are not wasting. Get that.
Do you know if they fixed the bobble integration problem with Ender.io?
We're not crashing when we look at each other, so yes, it's fine. Hey, Sin Eyes, what's going on, man?
Well, there's 2 of the 3 of them already.
Yeah. Donny Mems is over on Twitch. I think reconnecting it ironed out the bumps, so hopefully Twitch will not be left out. Sorry about that, Steven. Okay. So, let's get this back. Swap modes. That there.
Oh, come on!
What? You get duplicates?
I went right, I went all the way, and then I've just hit areas that I've previously been to. Whoops.
Okay. Okay. I want to get both of these pools topped off if I can. I can't remember. I think I could put a spark on a nature pylon. I seem to remember doing that once before. Is that a thing? Let me go see if that's a thing. Because it doesn't say. I read the book. It doesn't actually say in the book what you can put those things on. Not 100%. Oh, you can put it on the pools, right. Don't have another one. It's okay. Whatever.
I'm not sure you can have them actually transfer between pools until you get the dominant and stuff, which requires things that's from the portal, I think.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, there is a way once you... there is a way to... I can't remember what step in the knowledge it is, but there is a way where you can, at one point, actually get all the pools to basically share. They even out. I always forget where that is in the...
I think it just requires, like, maybe pixie dust and stuff. Yeah,
Wait a minute.
we'll be able to find out soon enough.
There we go.
Heck, we're just looking JI, to be honest.
Let's do Spark. Give me Spark for 100, Alex. Okay. Corporea Spark and Master Corporea Spark. They changed it.
No, those are the item sparks.
There's Spark and Spark Tinkerer.
Yeah, but I mean corporeal sparks are an item thing rather than a mana thing.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying, oh, wait a minute. Spark Augment, Dispersive, Dominant, and Recessive. Those are augments. That takes Earth Rune and Pixie Dust.
Yeah, there's pixie dust.
Mana Pearls. That is something I need to go do, is go get some more Mana Pearls. I only got 8 here. I need more. Wait a minute. Pearl Farm's over here. Silly me. Yeah, I seem to remember that the dominant and recessive and whatnot sparks made things a lot easier long term because you were bouncing things around a little bit less and trying to manually balance out the pools. You know, it was like you could aim all your mana through mana spreaders at one pool and it would distribute through the spark system. And I thought that was actually very cool. I'm going to run out of mana, I think. I love the little check mark. Tells me, whoop, nope, too low. Okay. I think it's interesting that mana pearls only stack up to 16.
Very much like item frames in many ways.
What do you mean?
They're entities pretending to be blocks.
Oh, yeah. Come on. I want to sleep. What the heck? In a hand basket. Why is there an invisibility cloak in our basic drawers? There's 15 of them in here.
But we think something drops them now that is in the...
No, it's in the tree farm. There are
What?
15 invisibility cloaks in the tree farm. And we have 8 stacks 533 gray wool carpets. It sounds like some things swap some IDs. We have a whole bunch of wood missing now.
Yeah.
We have...
Wow, that's some storage drawer bug right there.
That's water... I don't know if that's storage drawers or not, to be brutally honest. Water stones...
Well, I mean, it's... I guess it must be saving the items that it contains by their ID and not using the... I mean, I had exactly that problem with something in Avaricia.
Just to be safe, we should... Just to be safe, we should report it to everyone.
Yeah, in that I was using the ID to associate an ore with an item. So that because the pick, I wanted to do fortune on normal ores that don't have an item drop. So I made it drop like an item that corresponds to an ore block, right? That acts exactly the same in recipes as the ore block, but it can't be placed in the world, right? And because I used the ID of the block, everything worked fine until a mod changed and the IDs got rearranged, and suddenly I had fractured cutting board and like fractured pans and stuff like that from HarvestCraft instead of the ores, because the IDs had changed and I didn't use the built-in thing that redirects what numbers are what. Because there was a way to do it. You can get a thing which is like...
Cuts, did you see the donation that just happened in chat?
I don't think it's come through yet. Yeah.
Yeah, to start to get Cuts a mic fund. I'm getting Cuts a mic for Christmas. If people want to donate, please do. We need to get him a better mic. We need to get him something that is going to be more comfortable to use. Right now, you're wearing a crummy headset. So
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. We're going to get him something better. So, yes. Anyway, yeah, I do actually have an invisibility cloak now. We have 15 of them. And as long as we have a mana tablet in our inventory, we're invisible. I don't know what the benefit of that is, but we got it.
May or may not, depending on how it was written, also deter mobs.
I don't know. I don't need to keep this many stacks of ender pearls here. Let's go put them back in storage. There we go.
I'm so glad that the forestry code was changed so that bees may spawn at any height. They used to have fixed height ranges, and it meant that bees were very rare in ATG world. Meanwhile, on the top of this glacier, I'm finding an absolute ton of bees.
Okay, I think the portal is basically ready. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's this way. I have a return trip with... Oh, wait a minute. I need to drop off the Botania stuff. We have a whole bunch of mana steel to throw through as much as we want to. We have some mana pearls to throw through. So that's not a problem.
Got the book to throw through?
We had the book. I have with me a return trip, a charged porter. I am going to head off into the Nether and do some farming of nether quartz, because we're going to need at least some.
We're going to need a lot.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, though the duplication is there, it costs a lot of mana to actually do, so...
Okay.
I've yet to find a second meteor.
Gonna go this way. See some quartz already. Hooray, hooray. God. Lag is real. I did break that block, thank you.
Ah, found one. Now we hope for it to have the right press.
Dare I say, I do believe the Nether has seen a rollback. I remember mining this whole lot before. As a matter of fact, I remember mining this area out before.
Well, I do have duplicates. But that's because this one contains all 3.
There you go. Okay. Wow. Gonna need you to start coming back. Really, guys? Okay. Two can, in fact, play at this game. Man, come on, sword. Okay, Tinker's construct has gone through and nerfed some of the damages as it relates to this flaming sword and blazes. Because it's still got 10.9, about 11 damage. It's what it was previously, but now it takes like 4 hits, maybe 5, to kill a blaze, and it was not that many before. So
I don't know. They don't burn, so you don't get the huge bonus damage.
I did not take me that many previously. I could easily 2-shot blazes previously. Maybe they corrected it. They don't burn, so why should you get bonus damage? When they're on fire.
Well, not as far as the game is concerned. It's just that's part of their actual animation rather than being...
I'm wondering if maybe that's what changed.
Oh, right, like it taking... Yeah, maybe.
It was taking that into a consideration, and it's not anymore, because... Duh. Okay, that was 2. That's weird. Give me just a second.
We also got 1 ingot's worth of copper.
From what?
The 9 nuggets that were in the chest.
In what chest? Inside the meteorites?
Yeah.
Let's find a hole. This looks like a nice one. Just gonna step in here, read some chat real quick. His player data is too big to ever hope to remove. Are you talking about Soren? I will bet you dollars to donuts the Direwolf 20s is worse.
I don't know. Depends how many circuits Soren's holding.
I bet you Dyer's is worse. Dyer's got more research into more mods. He's got more stuff he's carrying around right now, and he's got a lot more playtime. Smoky Lemon, 14. Interesting name. Let's see. I'm doing an exciting task of mining for quartz. That is almost 3 stacks. Do we know how much we're gonna need?
Lots, but
it would be great.
It depends
if I had
how much
number.
we. Well, let's see.
Okay, we need how many? We need how many quartz glass or whatever per panel? Let's start with that.
Checking.
Oh, okay. Whoopsie. More quartz. Swear.
28 per panel.
28 per panel. Okay. We are making 2 panels tops tonight. Because I can't.
Wait, hang on. Wait, yeah, 28. Well, I mean, as I say, once you get the Conjuration catalyst, it's just a case of mana, and you just make unlimited quartz.
Okay. Conjuration catalyst. I'm going to have to look that one up when I get back. Because we don't have unlimited mana yet either.
The other alternative is bees. Yeah, maybe not.
So there is no other alternative, is what you're saying.
Not without Gendistry. Oof. I do not like bees normally.
There is no bees without Gendistry. Unless Gendistry is pre-installed already, bees don't exist in my brain. 'Cause, nope. Oh, good enough. Okay, let's see. I have 4 stacks. 28 per panel.
Yeah, 7 fused quartz.
2 panels. Four panels. Six panels. Eight panels.
I mean, regardless, I'm not going to be setting it up to you know, there's still a lot of stuff to build before it actually gets building its own panel. And they're such a pain to make by hand.
I have 10 panels with a quartz. I'm coming back.
Okay.
I mean, if it's 28 per panel, I have 10 panels worth. I figure that'll be a good starting point for whenever we actually get it working. Yeah, I would like to point out, this is the original portal for the exit that is literally almost directly above me. I blocked this off and broke the corner, so the Nether made a new one, but not in the same place. It moved it diagonally about 4 blocks. Why is the Nether code hard? I really don't get that. Oh, wait, yeah, I can actually do. Whee! And see, I'm going to come out in the water. And there we go. There's the exit portal. Not even close. Correct, metamorphic, useless. Go back and repair our pickaxe and deposit all of this quartz in the system. And always ask for sheer madness to be turned onto block duping. What are you talking about, Steve?
Yeah, there's a mode where when you shear the sheep, they keep the block associated with them, so you can just, like, you know, put a quartz block on it, and when the sheep grows its wool, you shear it, you get a quartz block, it eats, it regrows the quartz block.
Is it called Soren mode, or? I'm just asking for a friend. Okay, let's put that back. Is this even? Oh, yeah, there we go. That's right, wireless recharging. Ha! I even installed it. Silly me. No, that's the wrong thing. I need to put that back and keep that handy. Because Psi is actually kind of useless. Please don't too OP. Wait a minute. Tire for hire. Only other option I can think of for more quartz is the Ignis Orchid, which works only in the Nether and replaces netherrack with whatever ores.
Yeah, it's like it's the Nether version of the Orchid.
Okay. Anyway, basically what we want to do is we want to get a specific piece of technology that will let us duplicate duplicate quartz magically with Botania. But what was it called? You said it was a what catalyst or a conjuration?
Conjuration.
It's not a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Conjuration. Conjur. Conjur is not in the lexicon. Is this only?
No, because we haven't thrown it through the portal yet.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on and toss the book through, since it doesn't require maintenance costs, so I can look this thing up. Thank you. That was quick. Okay. They look to be stable, so I'll leave them. Elven Guard. Fancy yes. Oh, I get it.
Where'd that filter go that was in the Ender Quarry when we were testing before?
You're the one that moved the quarry. I do not know.
I don't think I brought the filter with me. Maybe it's over here. No?
Conjuring with mana.
That's the one.
Similar to the ability to alchemize with mana. Catalyst also exists for conjuration. The magic of materializing resources from magical energy only. Mechanism works. The mechanism, let's not get that confused. The mechanism works in a similar way to the alchemy catalyst, where one tosses an item into the pool with the catalyst below. Okay. So we would get this and put a new pool above it. Okay. It's not horrible. An alchemy catalyst. Shift click to see recipes. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Heck, I can do that. Need 1, 2 of those. And wait. Oh, right. You completely stole the okay. We get that, and then we need to make some other things with doodads, and you know how it goes. Let's do brewing stand. I need at least 2 of those things. And I need a mana pearl now, which we happen to have a whole bunch of back here. Hey. Chisel farm? What are we talking about? Yeah, sorry, WPG, or GoJets. Let's call them GoJets. Sorry, GoJets. This is a private whitelisted server. You can't join. This is invite only, and I don't control the invites. Get one of those.
Whoa. It has a... I wonder if that changes over time. It has a biome listed in it now.
What is a biome listed in it?
The quarry. Apparently it is mining from Extreme Hills M.
Where does it say that?
In the interface.
That's new?
Yeah.
Access denied. You know what? Screw you, access.
Oh. Suffice to say, it just says biome Extreme Hills M.
I would like to state, for the record, I have reported that to RWTEMA at least once. Let's get you. I'm just going to park this thing. Oh, actually, I don't want to park this yet. There's another step. Pixie dust, 1, 2, 3, elementium. You took my power for my refined storage over here.
Yeah, because you already have a bazillion wood and stone.
I don't.
Were you putting stuff in there as well?
It was converting it and leaving it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, just grab the panel back. I only reattached it over here for the sake of charging stuff up while you were off putting pearls in.
It's cool. It's cool. I got some. The rest of my back stock is in that thing. Okay. I need 1, 2, 3, and one of those. Let's just do. Hello? Oh, is it? It's 2 to 1. That's right. Jeez, I'm a genius. Hang on a sec.
Here you go.
There's the other 2. What is the pixie dust? Is that 1 to 1 or 2 to 1?
1 to 1 mana pearl, I think.
Hooray! Okay, so now we get this thing. We do this. Doodad. Woo-ha. We have Conjuration catalyst. For the sake of not being symmetrical with anything, I'm actually going to put it right here. Let's see if we can quietly drive cuts nuts. So we start filling this thing up, and we can toss stuff into it. Okay, awesome. So here's the list of things, right? It shows the actual percentage. That's actually a lot, but whatever. Glowstone, hooray! Redstone, glowstone, nether quartz, coal, snowballs. Okay, that's interesting. Netherrack and soul sand. Why? Gravel, leaves. Weird. Grass. It's an odd list of stuff. Okay.
And we have Certus quartz.
That is filling up.
That proves it works.
Quantum Quarry does change biomes. Yeah, but Dark Preacher, it's the first time I'd seen it list the biome. Previously, the first time we ran it, we got no diamonds. The second time we ran it, we started getting a whole bunch of diamonds and a whole bunch of emeralds. It's like, it didn't list the biome previously.
But we now have Certus quartz, so it definitely isn't taking stuff just in the real world and it's picking new places.
Dune Backbiter says, down with symmetry. Symmetry is overrated at points. I will agree with that. It only mines the ores from that biome, right? He doesn't mine the trees or something like that. Actually, no, it's not true.
As far as I know. Oh, no, did it? Oh.
Yeah, you remember last time when we first started it up, we were actually getting wheat seeds and grass blocks.
I haven't had any this time, though.
No, but I mean...
So I think that's...
that might have been fixed, but when we first started it up, it did more than just ore. Hey, Stephen Burns. Summarize for me in 8 words or less. We're trying to make an auto-crafting system to automatically craft Ender IO top-tier solar panels. The 160 RF per tick ones. Because then we can stick a whole line of them down the roof. But to do that, we're getting into AE2. Yes, we already have a digital storage system. That's not the point. Okay. So we can duplicate, with mana, we can actually duplicate nether quartz now. Which means we have, what, a next step?
See, we have some Certus, so it does work. Not a whole lot of it, but...
Yeah, see, Biome Extreme Hills M, that's new. It didn't do that previously. Oh, wait a minute. Enchanted book. How many blinkers? We had an enchanted book we put in it.
Yeah, I don't know where, though. I'm pretty sure I didn't take that one with me.
You broke it down and it was in there.
Yeah, I put it somewhere, but I don't know where.
Whoop, wait a minute. Cellbound. That's got to be it, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, we lost a lot of stuff. It went somewhere and we don't know where. Yeah, so we have 2 Certus quartz. That's at least something. Okay, so we're just going to have to leave that running. The end goal is to get this thing and just pipe it into that system for the auto crafting. Well, I guess not. We can pipe it into the main storage and make the materials and carry that stuff over. We're still trying to figure out if we want to go all AE2 or refined storage. I like the item storage and refined storage. I don't like anything else about it. Well, I like the fact that it doesn't require types. It's items and types in the AE2. It's just items in refined storage. And I also kind of hate channels, but I will put up with channels for the sake of, crafting that works. Dave Favrum, what's going on, man? Kieran Dave, ladies and gentlemen. Back from San Francisco?
Oh, hey. Spruce saplings.
See? Told you. So apparently he didn't fix that. See, ladies and gentlemen, it's not just ore. It gets other things. There's an AE2 version for 110.2. It's public. Go find it. Heart of Dragons. Also cool name.
There is literally AE2 itself, not just refined storage.
We actually have AE2 right here. We have refined storage. We also have AE2 on the server. It's not just a rumor. It's a thing.
7 spruce wood. Well,
Yeah.
I found a tree then.
Yeah, Dave, I dual stream actually. I'm live streaming right now on twitch.tv/Vagram and on gaming.youtube.com/Vagram's Chance. Here, basically. And I've been doing it for about a year. Yeah. Yeah, man, you should come by more often. Hang out. I got some projects in the works that I'd love to talk to you about. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know, Dave is the genius behind a Resonant Rise. I can't actually say Dave gave me my big shot. Like, for the YouTube thing, I can say that. Because I had, 15 or 25 or like 50 subs, and I asked him very nicely if I could join the official Resonant Rise test server, and for some ungodly reason, he said yes. So, I can say he actually started me off on this thing. Are we getting anything else weird? Yes, he would. What's that about? It's really weird. This is refined storage that we're looking at right here. It is inspired by AE 1 and 2, not just 2, not just 1. It's like a mix, but it's got weird parts, things that don't make sense to me in cuts. Yeah, Dave, I've heard many things about you, sir, mostly from Ferg. Nah, they're all good, Dave. The meteorites are still a thing. He went and found them. That's what Cuts was doing just a minute ago to find the actual template. So we actually have to make some of the machines to get AE2. We were going to try and figure out if we could store everything in our refined storage and still somehow have AE2 see the network and see the storage, but we can't get those two crosstalk. So, yeah.
Well, not that way anyway.
Yeah,
I don't think there's going to be any way to see. Well, actually, no. There's no chest version of the storage, is there?
Simple way. Well, okay. Here's what I figure. We get a normal chest, a big storage thing, like a diamond chest, and we make it a cross storage unit, basically.
Big chest, draw system. Plug it into the other side of the draw controller.
Oh, hey. Ooh, do we have space for that? Hang on a sec. Time to go upstairs.
Doesn't matter, it can hide in the wall.
No. I'm talking about the actual drawer controller. Swap. Also, Dave, I'm still using some of your psi spells. Yeah, Dave, tell you what, man. You need to go over to discord.vagram.com. That is the Discord server for the League of Ordinary Gamers. Even if you use a clever little, anonymous name so nobody knows who you are, just go hang out and be with people, man. It's cool. Oh, yeah, hang on a sec. Arseg's asking for... Let's see if I can get it to cooperate. There we go. Give it a second. This is a trick worth saying. Dun, dun, dun. Vagram vision. And the answer is yes, plenty of space. Basically, we'd have to come in through the sides of the back. But yeah, you could definitely... That's a good idea, Cuts. We could hide the entire thing back here under the chute behind the drawers.
Thing is, it wouldn't actually get access to anything that's in the drives. only in the drawers.
Maybe we could put a storage bus on the back of the drive block.
No, it's not an inventory like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what the interface is for when you interrupt between AE systems, but it doesn't do it with the refined storage one. Doesn't do that, at least not in a way that AE reads.
You have actually additions on the server. You can do crazy things with an item interface. Yes, I wish we did have actually additions. I'm surprised. Ooh, wait a minute. Nope. Well, wait a minute.
No, we don't.
Now we don't. It'd be awesome if we did. Direwolf 20 is a big fan of it. He's going to stick it in his mod pack. At least that's the last time I heard. He was doing very poorly coded, clever tweets about it. Actually, there's a mod I'm looking at that would be a great addition to the... Oh, really?
Actually, yes.
Actually, oh my. Okay, that's filling up, so we can... That's going to be a while, though. I'm just going to let that go.
Yeah, so we have 6 Certus squads.
Yeah, a lot of my circle of friends come from the Resident Rise test server. Whole bunch of people do. No, it's discord.vagram.com. If you punch that into the browser or into the actual like invite, it'll figure it out. Yeah, discord.vagram.com. That's what it is. That's where the league is. A whole bunch of the guys in here are either members of, a whole bunch of the folks in here are members of the league, or they hang out like the guy that I'm live streaming with right now, Mr. TTFT Cuts. He's a ForgeCrafter. Also hangs out with the league. Mr. Dark Preacher and Shadowstar are officers of the league. So yeah, all sorts of cool folks. It's just kind of our little community we've started, you know? Okay, I feel like I should be doing something, but I don't know what.
A poppy.
A puppy? What?
Poppy.
You need a poppy?
Yeah, there is a poppy in the output box.
Oh, for the,
Yeah. Oh, a tulip.
That's funny.
It's a changed biome. No, it's still Extreme Hills.
Let's go down here. I forgot about this setup. Oh my goodness. Okay, this was stuck on again. Periodically, we get a whole bunch of extra chunks over here that stay loaded somehow that aren't being chunk loaded. I don't know how. My little apple farm is one of them. RS, refined storage, external storage on an AE interface. But yeah, that's the thing though, is that we have a whole bunch of stuff that we're keeping in digital drive storage in refined storage. We can't get that to cross-talk.
Yeah, it's not that we want refined storage to access AE, it's the other way round. We want AE to be able to access the stuff in refined storage.
What the man said. Steve Blum says, I see a cut. Get him!
We have some Botania flowers in here.
Yeah, they grow naturally in the world.
Yeah, we managed to hit some.
So it is basically, I think this is just going through and it generates an imaginary chunk for whatever biome it randomly picks. And it goes through and it just harvests everything, bottom to top in that chunk. That's my guess.
Well, not quite. From sea level down.
Yeah. Sorry. From Y64 down to 0, basically, or down to 1. I think that's what it does. That's my guess. So you get...
Looks like it, yeah.
Well, no, I guess that makes sense, because if you get a extreme hills, you could have a hill that's got an overhang over a lower section, and it's got trees and stuff in there. Yeah, so, yeah, I think that's what it's doing. We still only have 6 quartz, and that makes me very, very angry. But whatever. I'm going to go over here and read up on some of the weird Botania stuff that we now have access to. I can't. Okay, there we go. So we now have duplication capabilities of stuff. That's neat. Let's go to Alphamance. Resources of Alfheim. Yes, definitely. Thank you, Breach. If he wants to join, he can join in chat. Actually, that's not a bad idea. See if the man can join voice chat if he wants to. I'm actually going to switch things back to standard game footage here for a second. Just give it a second, it'll pop in. Yes. Okay. Yeah, if anybody's asking why it was black and white, yeah, Smoky Lemon. That is a custom filter that Mr. Cuts made for me to show everybody how Minecraft looks to me. Basically, when I play Minecraft, I am completely colorblind. I don't see any colors. So it's all black and white to me. So it's actually been very helpful. A lot of developers and a lot of other people have been enlightened by the fact that it's different and a bit more challenging in some ways for me to play.
I keep feeling I should make another one of those that just does the naive black and white thing so people can see the difference between what I made and what just basic black and white would be. You know, desaturation of color.
For the sake of testing and demonstration, it wouldn't be too bad. I wouldn't use it day to day, but yeah.
Well, no, because it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be. I'd like to see the difference next to each other because I haven't actually seen the two next to each other yet.
It's a custom filter that he made for me in that it's not just desaturating. He didn't just pull the colors out. It's actually been customized with some basic testing that he had me do to make sure that it is closer to an accurate representation of what I see than just black and white.
I mean, there are some things which are quite obviously different, like how dark blues are. If you just pull out the color through a naive desaturation, that becomes very dark. But
yeah.
Or rather, I should say the grey is proportionately lighter looking than the blue, because blue, for some reason, looks darker at the same kind of brightness as red and green do. But that's because the way the human eye puts less value in terms of brightness on blues. Yeah. And that's represented in the way that I did it for the Vagrant Vision.
Elven quartz, interesting. Trading goes for mana glass. What?
Yeah, it's used for some things like the bigger flasks for making the big potions that you can sip multiple times, which are really cool.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here, actually.
Yeah, I really like the brewing thing. It's pretty cool. The incense sticks are quite interesting as well.
Yeah, I need to get into some of this. Okay. Actually Editions adds lush caves, underground grass. Yeah, I do actually I love Actually Editions. We just don't have it on the server. I'm a little surprised by that, but we don't have it. No, it's okay, Smoky Lemon. It's always cool to ask. Colorblindness is a lot more common than people think. Yeah, Esmacat, basically about 1 in 10 men in the United States. It's different for Europe. Don't ask why. Genetics are weird. But 1 in 10 guys, males, in the United States have some form of colorblindness. It could be that they slightly confuse greens and blues or blues and purples. It could be that they have problems differentiating between reds and greens. There's a lot of different variations. Blue-green colorblindness is very, very common. But somebody has some form of normal colorblindness. 1 in 10 guys, even if it's super mild, they do have it. And it's extremely common. If you get 1,000, I think it's either 1,000 or 10,000, I think it's 10,000 colorblind people, one of them will be me. I'm that broken. Yeah, there's no such thing as questions and whatever. Anyway, yeah, it's always cool to ask questions, man. Yeah, Paula says it right. The only stupid question is the one that's not asked. So yeah. Okay, so the Shattering, Ritual of Gaia, 1 and 2, Relics of Aesir.
We have like 1,200 quartz in here, you know.
In the system?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on a major mining, but I couldn't remember how much of it was left. That was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was from before refined storage stuff, wasn't it?
Yes. Or I think it was when we were doing refined storage. I can't remember. But I wasn't sure how much of that was left, so I figured, I'll just go grab a few stacks. So we've got a lot. That's good. That means we don't have to actually worry about doing a whole bunch of duplicating right now. Broken? Unique. Oh, hi. What's your name? You're cute. Wait, let me get my utensils. There we go. Whee! Fly, be free! Oh, he didn't flap his arms hard enough. No more zombies? No more zombies. Okay. I see the tree. Needs to be fixed. And I think...
Well, it pulled up a piece of charged quartz, so now I have a charge.
Does that mean we can charge more?
Yep.
Because we can make the thingy?
That's the one thing that needs to be found. A single piece of charged quartz to be able to build a charger to get more. But that's obtained now.
Remind me, can we actually get nether quartz and charge it and turn it into Certus quartz? Or is that not a thing? We still have to find Certus quartz.
Yeah, Certus quartz, but you need charged Certus quartz to make Fluix crystals.
Yeah.
And now that the quarry pulled up some charged quartz, those are made. First Fluix crystals are made, so now we have a charger to make more.
Okay. 'Tis daytime. The farm is fixed. Let's see. I don't want to get into the potion system. Botania has changed since you last used it in this instance. We're behind by a version. Well, that's not my fault. That's Vasky's fault. So there. Trying to think what else I want to do. Overgrowth seeds. These are the things that I could use with the passive flowers, but I'm not sure. Oh, right. We can't craft these. We have to find them. That's right. In my pack, there'll be a recipe for them. Yeah, that's what it... Okay. Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
Which thing, though? I didn't hear.
The, overgrowth seeds.
Yeah, they're dungeon loot.
Yeah, an overgrowth seed is elusive item, which can be used to enchant a piece of grass. This is the problem about the second problem about making that I forgot about making the mana, the passive flowers that consume water to make mana. Basically, we would have to... Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to do a spark tinkerer. But basically, we would have to get a whole bunch of overgrowth seeds, and we can only do that if we find them in dungeon loot, and that's just not a thing. Not a common thing, at least. Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting it's 2-to-1. Arg. Thank you. Yep, want to do a spark tinker. I cannot remember if this thing requires. Place it adjacent to mana pools or other blocks with a spark attached. We'll connect it to those blocks. Right click the spark tinker with the spark augment. Okay, so I have to make another spark first. Yep, okay. Let's do that. That, and... which means we come over here. Those in the middle, those on the sides, those on top and bottom. Make a whole bunch things and stuff. We have extra sparks that I don't have to worry about making now. Think you can generate dungeon loot with mana? Really, Molly?
Yeah.
Do you know what the name of that process is?
Yeah, it's a fire.
The Lunium?
Lunium.
Lunium. Hang on a sec. I'm curious now. Lunium. I learned the greatest stuff from my viewers. It's awesome.
It's very expensive.
Wait. Actually, he says, don't make the Lunium. It spawns mobs now.
Well, I'm not gonna make
yes. Ha.
I'm not going to make it right away. I'm just curious.
It spawns juiced up mobs that drop the items now instead of just giving you the items.
Yeah, see, Esmacat says Lunium is crazy mana expensive. Yeah,
Extremely.
we have ways to deal with the it's good to know ahead of time, but we have ways of dealing with the mobs. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's a hassle, but not that big a hassle. I'm just curious. I wanted to read about it. Any wary adventurer knows that dungeons can hold valuable goodies. The Lunium can at the use of extreme amounts of mana. That's very specific.
Okay, it's changed to a lush desert.
Materialize. Really?
Yeah, we've got sand.
Oh, weird. Materialize these items for adventurers to collect. There's a catch, though. Alongside the item, a monster is spawned to protect it. These monsters are stronger than usual and will drop a random piece of dungeon loot when killed. That is interesting. Wow, that is complicated. A rune of gluttony, a rune of envy, a rune of sloth, a whole bunch of petals, pixie dust, and a redstone root. Oh, ouchie, wah-wah. Okay, let's go back to something else. Let's see. No, whoop. I'm trying to figure out what section the Spark Tinkerer is in. I don't know what functional baubles and accessories. No, it's not going to be that.
For the mana section.
What, the Spark Tinkerer?
Oh, sparks are mana.
That's a good point. They move mana around. That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay, right-clicking the Spark Tinkerer with the Spark Augment. Blah, 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 blah. When the Spark Tinkerer gets a redstone signal, it'll randomly pick a spark between all of those it's connected to that have a different augment from the one it's stored in it, and swap the what?
Yeah, you just apply the augments manually. You don't need to. That's a thing that you use to automatically change the type of a spark.
Oh, the Spark Tinkerer? So I don't need to make this thing.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay. I won't make it then. So I just need to make the actual augments.
Yeah, and then you click on the spark with them.
So we're going to have to make what? There's dispersive. Hang on a second. Spark augmentation. Here we go. Okay. The spark can only have a single augment at a time. I figured that. Starting off, the dispersive augment has the spark use up the mana in the pool below to charge any nearby players. Nah, I'm not going to worry about that. Dominant will have the spark pull any mana from nearby non-augmented spark pools into its own until it's completely full. The recessive will have the spark output all the mana in its pool into any non-augmented dispersive. Okay, so I just need to augment this one with the recessive.
I would say, yeah, the input one with recessive.
Yeah, so that's
prioritize other ones with dominant later.
Yeah, so okay. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I need runes of earth, mana powder, mushroom. Let's put this away. Dude. I'm just gonna get some of these. We can do mana powder with some of that. I think I have a mushroom here. I need a block of, if I remember right, coal. Recessive. And smooth stone, which I don't have. Okay, hang on. Let's go get some smooth stone. People from the Chicago should up to do some protesting. What? Baz actually put some thought into that recipe, yeah. Always bad when Vasky tells you it uses extreme amounts of mana. My thoughts exactly as Macat. Someone put Vasky Adventures as misspelled. Don't get me started. I'm gonna. Yes, please. Yes. Coffee Fairy's here. Please, Tyre, please, no wings. Makes me want buffalo wings. Oh, that's where that started. Okay. Okay, just catching up. Anyway, okay, so I need to get some smooth stone. I'm just going to make a recessive spark that will iron out a little bit of our mana distribution system. It will make it a little bit smoother, so we don't have to worry about bouncing a flippity thing all over the place. Oh, wait a minute. You heard me. Flippity thing? Wait a minute. I don't have my steak. My steak! Jalapeno on a steak. Okay, oh wait, I'm actually gonna need that. By the way, this actually isn't the Lexica Botania. This is the Akashic Tome, which is a super cool thing. If I do like that, left click, it becomes the Akashic Tome. I right click, and I can pick all the different books it becomes. I tossed this thing through the actual portal, and it worked fine. So Vazky did some good work on the Akashic Tome code. Runic Tablet, RF Tools, Engineer's Manual, Guide AP. I don't want to have that one. Tinker's Constructs. Freaking awesome. Anyway. Okay. I actually don't need that right now. What I need to do is look at that. So I need to do the Keurig dance. We're going to get one of those. One of those. Okay, that is filling up. We get one of these. When it's finished, I right click. See, you have to... Oh, good night, Zepper. Have a good evening. Thanks for swinging by. I know it's late for him. Hey, Ethan Fisher, what's happening, man? I say hi. Give me a minute, jeez. And then we... Boom, we get two of those bad boys. It is nighttime. I need to go sweep. I need to go sweep again.
Huh, you gave diamonds.
No, that's just my Elmer Fudd impression. Whee!
We have diamonds from the thing.
Diamonds from the magic thing?
From the quarry. Also, the gold box is nearly full. We got some fun things, such as tiny cactus and mushrooms.
Tiny cactus. Always makes me think of Phineas and Ferb, Tiny Cowboy.
It's changed to lush swamp.
Yeah,
it's good that it actually tells you. It's a lot better than just second guessing whether it's doing one biome forever and picking the wrong things.
Okay, so now what I need to do is get one of these. Go over here. Thank you. And this is that, and that. Thank you very much. We're going to do... Oh, ooh, pretty. Awesome. More coffee from the coffee fairy. So this is the kind of stuff that I actually love doing in Botania, when you can actually, it's not just magic, it's like magic that you can automate, and you can do all these advanced steps to upgrade stuff. You're not making a thing and then leaving it there. You have to use it and leave it, and it doesn't ever change. You make a thing, and then you upgrade the thing, or you replace it with a better thing. It's very cool. It's evolutionary. And I actually think that's one of the best features about Botania. One of the things I really, really like about it. That thing's out of mana probably now. Yeah, so we have that upgraded. It is dispersing. Hi, Mr. Katz.
Hello. It doesn't appear to be actually doing anything, though.
It probably has a certain threshold of mana that it needs to meet. It was doing
Are the
something...
sparks linked?
Do what?
Are the sparks linked?
It was literally just doing something a minute ago.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the pool is basically empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go over here. Whoosh. I need to make more ender lilies, basically. And see, can you see it now?
Oh, yes, there it goes.
Yeah.
To all of the pools. Wow, they've got quite the range.
Oh, yeah, it's actually a very big range on the network. Because, I mean, it's going all the way down to this one. Now, this one is almost full, so it'll top out soon. This one's got a ways to go. But, yeah. Okay. An hour and a half. Hey, John Wary, what's going on? John snuck in. Too lazy to go make coffee, says Donny Mims. thankfully, because of the wonderful coffee fairy, thank you, Jen, I don't have to get up and interrupt the stream to go get coffee. She knows I'm one heck of an addict, so yeah. Okay.
It's only fair. You got me addicted to Hello Kitty. I got you addicted to coffee.
It's true. I hear a crazy. Speaking of kitty, I hear a crazy kitty off in the distance. So, Mr. Kotz, what do you need? Do we need to start? Are you taking the ore out to process it, or what?
I'm taking the ore out so it doesn't fill up.
You want to put some in the hoppers, or put it in the storage system, and I'll put it in the hoppers later. Get all this stuff. Move it over here. Sulfur dust. Conductive. Iron. And
We just ate another tree.
Nom 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 nom. Let's get some more.
Speaking of which, it's oak. Oh yeah, lush swamp. Of course.
Let's get, what is this, tin? Tin, not 10. Nickel. Wooden nickel. Okay, let's put that in there. I'm going to go put the rest of the stuff back in the Botania box before I forget. I'm not too lazy to get coffee. I just don't want to leave the stream. Aw, thank you. I'm going to put that back for the time being. Let's put that right there. Those go up there. Extra stuff. Extra, oh, I already had a Rune of Earth. I am smart. Yeah, the Ender Lilies don't eat coal. Let me show you, John Wary. These are Ender Lilies, right? That's what the lava is for. These are Endo Flames. That's what I toss the coal at.
Thermal lily.
Thermal Lily. Endo, what did I say?
Ender lily.
Yeah, see? Thermal. There's points where I wonder how I've even gotten as far as I have. Yes. Thermal lilies, floating thermal lilies. These eat the lava and generate mana. And I wouldn't be surprised if the mana turnaround on these has been nerfed recently. Maybe, I don't know.
I think it was pretty long ago. But yeah, it's pretty low now, relatively speaking. But it's still our best bet.
Yeah, so
currently.
At some point when I'm not super busy or I haven't forgotten, I need to log on and make a whole bunch more of these thermal lilies so we can make some more arrays like this. I need to make 2 more that I can put right here, and then I want to do a 2x2 grid of these rituals, basically. I want to do, probably going to sink them down below ground and then shoot the mana up through a thing. What are these things called? Spreader, mana spreader. Straight up, and then it'll bounce off into this one. So that's the goal, at least for the time being. I'll tell you what, this augmented spark thing is very cool.
Where the real mana generation at is the, Dandelion, whatever it is.
What does that one do?
But that's a little awkward to build and make work.
The Dandelion?
There are blocks that you can place, and within its active area, and it runs Conway's Game of Life on them, and for every step it does, it generates mana.
Right. Yeah, Soren was actually doing setups for those.
An apple. He'd found an apple.
Hey, Chris Jackman. Good night, if I haven't missed you already. Hopefully you will be back soon. What type of cake? Rum cake? No. I'm not a fan of rum cake. Okay. Yeah, lush swamp still. We can pull this out. No. Oh, mushrooms. I need the mushrooms. A lot of the stuff we can just kind of yank out. There's a charged quartz thingy. Oak wood. Saplings. A steak. Ooh, we have a lot of Certus quartz now. 48. That's nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? So nice. Okay. Going loopy. Oh. Crap. This reminds me.
What happened to the power it's eating?
I filled the thing up back at the other place. I filled it up with ender pearls.
I mean, this thing's got to be eating an obscene amount of stuff.
I'm gonna go check. Let's go see what the state of the system is over here. Brace for lag impact, ladies and gentlemen. No, staring at ceiling. Okay, that's full.
I wonder what happens if I put an efficiency 3 in here.
Just gonna top that off real quick. Oh, it was Direwolf 20 that did a Game of Life setup, and it was one of the two guys.
Yeah, efficiency has no effect.
Hey, Skinhead Boy, long time no see. Skinhead Baby, sorry. Moly, all we need is one charged Certus quartz. We can make a charger with one charged Certus quartz and make more charged Certus quartz.
And I have done.
Yeah. Oh, have you?
Yeah, I made it the first one we found. There's another one in there. It picked up 2.
We have a second one?
Picked up 2 in one go.
Glory be, it's a miracle. Where's the thing?
In my hand.
Put it down somewhere, you maniac. He loves teasing me like this. Oh, just hanging over the middle of the... Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, I forgot these things don't have GUIs. You just kind of right-click something in and pull it out. Contains 1.5 kilo AEs. It's even more arbitrary than RF is.
Ba-ching!
Yeah, what's with the wool? Oh, switch, never mind. Ooh, Botania flowers, wildflower, seeds, poppy. I do want the mushrooms. Believe it or not. I'm just kind of cleaning up little bits of it. Nope. 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 Oh, this goes back to the Botania setup. Skinhead Baby says I've been playing a lot of WoW. Oh, really? What kind of progress? I'm behind on my WoW stuff. I probably logged in once in the last week, and I did that to fish, because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, boy, with the patch, things have changed.
With the patch, things have changed. You're going to have to elucidate me on that. Wait, does this have to do with dungeons?
No. Well, yes, but also no.
Already don't care. Already don't care.
The quest line in Suramar has continued.
What do you mean it continued? It wasn't all there to begin with?
Stuff has changed. The landscape has changed. Things have changed in the world, and there's a new set of quests.
Oh, dear
The
God.
story has advanced.
Uh-oh, that means I have a whole bunch of old quests I can't do!
Actually, I don't know. It might be phased.
Let's hope. I kind of hate Suramar. I kind of like it, but I kind of hate it. Nope, nope, nope. Bauxite. We have 2 different kinds of copper being generated.
Yes.
Isn't that
Immersive engineering and IC2.
Yeah. I will say something and somebody will say, and I quote, so? Okay, at some point in time, I had a...
We also have 2
Trap
types of lead.
chest.
Yeah, 2 types of lead.
And a normal chest.
2 types of uranium. It's just all the IE ores.
Whose uranium? My uranium. The joke is still dumb. Let's get a stack of that and make sure. Oh, if I can see it. Do that. And then we put this in the corner, I think. Whatever. tin, iron, nickel, tin, aluminum. Sorry. Aluminium. Okay, awesome. Clean this stuff out a little bit. A little bit. And, Waterstone. You remember what we were talking about earlier? About the storage drawers thing? Some stuff changed?
Mm-hmm.
What if that wasn't storage drawers?
How so?
We have a Waterstone in the storage system. We didn't have that before. Did you make it?
No.
Yeah, something changed.
So that might have been from when we were messing around with that sheep, the chiseling. We did use all sorts of different blocks.
I don't know. Hang on a sec. A to Z descending. Ascending. Dear God, people. Are we animals in here? Who wants to stare at reverse alphabet all day? Not me. Did AE2 change at all? As far as I know, Mo Lee, AE2 is basically a direct port of the 1.7.10 version. Right now. Things are supposed to get enhanced or updated or changed, but right now they basically did a port. Yep. Good night, Tony Mems. I do, Skinhead Baby, with a name like Skinhead Baby, you're surprised that I remembered you? I'm just saying, wow,
I was
dude.
gonna say.
What kind of people do you meet that forget that name on a regular basis? Because, wow. Yeah, Molly, as far as I know, this AE2 version is basically a carbon copy of the 1.7.10 version. They just wanted to get it ported and working, and then they'll update it or change things later, as far as I know. Let's see. John Wary asks, do we have any good green power in this mod pack, wind, solar, etc.? We actually do have wind power and water power from...
And solar.
Oh, yeah, we have wind and water from Immersive Engineering. We have solar from IE2. There's there's solar from Ender.io. The IC2 has solar itself, different solar for its own power system. We have, I think, the thermal power. What's the one that you make in Immersive Engineering where you surround it with uranium blocks or fiery blocks?
Thermopile.
Yeah, the thermopiles. We do have thermopiles.
But it's anything. It's hot and cold stuff, and the uranium counts as hot, so it can be used as an RTG.
Yeah, you get uranium in uranium blocks in two corners, and then packed ice in two corners, and you get great power returns. I love those things. What is consuming?
It actually works even better if you have any kind of mod that adds plutonium.
Really?
Yeah, IC2 has plutonium, but it doesn't have a plutonium block. Plutonium blocks work better because they're the real life fuel used for RTGs.
Well, I mean, uranium is still just fine in my book.
It's like how there's like lava, and then pyrotheum does better. It's uranium is the same as lava, and plutonium is the same as the pyrotheum.
No, uranium's better than lava, unless they changed it.
I thought it was the same.
No, it was better. Plus, it's not an open it's not an open hole of liquid fire. That's another perk also. Dark Preacher says it looks like it was Chisel that changed the item IDs. The problem is, Preacher, is that those were originally either saplings or something else that got changed. Either saplings or wood, or roots stuff, like stuff from the mod roots. It was one of those. But yeah, we have at least a couple different kinds of solar, John. Seg is asking, what is more power consuming, AE2 or refined storage? Right now, I'm guessing because of how weird the math is. Well, okay, we only have one system hooked up right now, so we don't know what the new AE2 is using for power.
I'm going to say that depends on what you're wanting to do.
Right. Because it alters when it scales. it changes the power consumptions drastically. However, I will also say that if you look at the controller for refined storage, there's some really weird math going on in here. I don't know which one is going to use more power, but something tells me the numbers for power are a bit buggier on the refined storage side. They might be higher than they should be. So, yeah. He's just staring into a chest. What are you doing in here, man? See, we're getting tons of saplings, lots of wood. We just got a pumpkin? Really? AE2 is a brand new port to 110. They've had one, maybe two versions out. That's about it. So even if it is super stable, I wouldn't be surprised if there are some, let's say, quirks. Let's be polite and call them quirks. Because of how things have changed from 1710 to 110. So, yeah. Get these. Top that off. We're going to get all this stuff. Do. And put that away. Put that away. Okay. 2 more Certus quartz. So we're cresting 1 full stack of Certus quartz. There's 3 more charged Certus quartz. I think we're doing pretty good. Do you want to start crafting things for AE, Mr. Cuts?
Okay.
Do you want to do that, or you want to wait until next stream? Dealer's choice.
Well, I mean, it's going to take a bit of setting up stuff anyway, regardless, because it's got to... I've just remembered that, in order to press the second level of processor, it's going to need the crystal growth accelerators and stuff like that to make stuff out of purified crystals.
Right, forgot about that. So we're going to have to make some... Okay, we're going to address that next week then. We are getting things at least ready. I've got the Alpine portal actually all set up. And we are getting improved. Let me see. Let me get the...
I was just been looking up numbers. You're quite right on the lava with the uranium being better. It was the plutonium being equivalent to pyrotheum. That was the thing I was remembering.
I always forget where pyrotheum was, if it was the same or better than uranium. But I remember that uranium was better than lava.
Lava's 1300, uranium's 2000. Both pyrotheum and plutonium are 4000.
Right. Okay, Gormarillis, this is food. Kekamuris makes mana from cake. And I'm trying to remember if it made a lot of mana from a cake or not. I can't remember.
Quite a lot, but it was, Fidleague is building the cake.
Can't we autocraft cake? Well, we'd have to get a cow. We need milk. Meh, maybe. Okay, wait a minute. I'm curious. We actually have cake from Pam's Harvest Craft. I wonder if those count. I don't think they do because you can't place them in... Yeah, I don't think they work because you can't place them in the world.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Once upon a time in 1710, it must have been early on in 1710, you couldn't. So, wheat we should have a ton of. Milk is the only unknown quantity. I'm just kind of curious. I don't know if we could, if there's something else we could do that was nice and quick. Let me get some more.
Well, I mean, I say that, but let's have a look at Botania.
Whoosh. There we go. Okay. I see Kekamuris. That's one thing a lot of people commented on. There's much to do. We have the tree farm. I could just take the axe out and let it go bonkers. That's a thing. Make a mana spreader and shoot it across. What do you think? Let me look at the munch do.
What, sorry?
Make a munch do next to the tree farm and take the axe out of the tree farm. We got enough wood. We're good on wood. We could use a munchadoo to eat the leaves from the tree farm. Just take the axe out so it grows the trees, but it doesn't chop them down. We would just come back and clean up the logs periodically, but I could do that.
Well, that period's going to only be like 20 minutes.
What period?
The period before having to remove trees is going to be very short.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know. I'm just curious. Option number 2 is to leave the axe in, but put the farm on a 30-minute redstone timer. So it gets a signal once every 30 minutes to run real quick, chop down all the trees, and then turn off.
It'll run out of saplings eventually.
Yes, it will. Narslimus? Nope, that's the slime one. Raplosia functions in a manner similar to Kekamuras with any sort of man-made flowers in the petal apothecary, as in, it'll find all nearby placed on the floor and destroy them, creating... Oh, so you make flowers for Botania and then burn them for mana. It's weird. Experience points on the ground for the Rosa Arcana. Oh, okay. Skinhead Baby says it was a bug that you couldn't place Pam's cakes. Okay. We don't have cooking with blockheads, unfortunately. That would be awesome, though. Hey, Robert Summers, what's going on, man? And Brad Batzlaff. The period is less than 30 seconds? What are you talking about, Skinhead? Oh, hey, Nick McCarthy. Sorry, I missed you. There you are. What about an RF Tools Dimension setup does that use a lot of power? It depends on what you're making. Basically, if we were making an RF Tools Dimension that, let's say, had lava in it, it was just all lava, which would be hilarious. That is going to be more expensive than one that was all water. If we made a dimension that was all, let's say, some kind of fuel, liquid fuel, that's going to be even more expensive than lava. The more rare and, well, useful the actual material is, like ore as opposed to dirt blocks, the harder and harder it is to generate power to sustain that dimension. We could use them in quick bursts, but it kind of depends on what you're talking about. See you later, Sin Eyes. Have a good time at work, man. So, yeah. I'm just kind of thinking, I'm spitballing here. The Spectralos is a flower that's particularly fond of the various tones of wool. It'll absorb any and all wool blocks dropped nearby and create mana from them. It's picky as to what colors it wants. Starting at white, after it absorbs one piece of wool, it'll rotate to the next color in the spectrum? That sounds like a pain in the butt. And then there's Thermal Lily. When it comes to generating mana, there's really not a lot of options. Okay, here's the Dandelipion that you were talking about. This flower makes use of a cellular automaton known as Conway's Game of Life. The area for this procedure is 25 by 25 squares, centered around the Dandelipion itself. While the flower has a redstone signal twice every second, it will step the game once. Concept is executed with the game is executed with the concept of cells. The 25 by 25 area can be seen as a grid of 25 by 25 cells. Cells may be alive or dead. Live if the block in that position is a cellular block, read on, or dead if it's anything else. Neighbors are the 8 blocks in the same plane around any of the 1 cells. Wow. Every step of the game, the following transitions might happen. Any live cell with fewer than 2 or more fewer than 2 or more than 3 live neighbors dies. Any live cell with exactly 2 or 3 live neighbors lives on. Any dead cell with exactly 3 live neighbors becomes a live cell. Okay. Aside from those, a few additional rules not presented in the typical simulation of Conway's Game of Life are also presented in the Dandelion procedures listed in the following pages. All cells have an age starting at 0. Whenever a cell lives on by having 2 or 3 neighbors, its age increases by 1. Whenever a dead cell becomes a live cell, the age of the new live cell is equal to the age of the oldest neighbor plus 1. Yep, I'm not messing with that thing right now. No way. Gormarillis.
That's just there so you can't make things like Gosper glider guns that produce infinite mana.
Yeah, it's time for me to go.
Well, I think you could fit one of those in a 25 by 25 space anyway.
What, a Dandelion?
No, a Gosper glider gun. It's a particular setup in the Game of Life that spits out. There's the thing which there's like a little structure called Gosper glider which moves diagonally just forever, and it stops things that move forever. In this case, from working, they die off after a time.
Oh, okay. Because of the age.
Gosper glider gun is a structure that spits out those forever.
I usually do about half a dozen Gorms if you want mana quickly, easy to automate. Nope, we don't do song requests, Sahib, sorry. This stuff goes up on YouTube as well as Twitch, and YouTube's music content system for scanning and stuff like that is super restrictive. So I use music that I can control. Sorry. I would probably want to watch Direwolf's video on this Dandelion thing before I tackle it. It sounds interesting, though. I could see that being very, very fascinating. But I mean, did he make a setup that just goes, or does he have to maintain it?
It goes.
Okay, so it basically just goes indefinitely.
Yeah, automate all parts of a process and pop, done.
Interesting. Intrapenium is TNT.
10 minutes.
Ooh. Thank you. Okay, hydrangeas are the ones that now decay. I used to use these things a lot, but they are now they're the only flower that this stupid decay mechanic still applies to. And it's just take the flower out. It doesn't make sense to me. Let's see. If I did the math, I could automate dropping coal blocks on a timer. I'd have to figure out ticks per block. That might be something worth looking into and figuring out the math on. The next step I could see, we have a lot of wheat sitting around. I could craft it up into the different, like toast sandwich and stuff like that. The saturation on a toast sandwich is pretty good. And that's basically cooking the bread again, and then some auto crafting. I could do that pretty quickly, I think. And we could have it just, I guess, spit it out at a regular timer. So we would at least be able to grow and craft everything we need for Gormarillis. That might be something I want to do next live stream on Tuesday. That might be worth looking into. So I might research that. Because, I mean, if you let's look at bread. Okay. It's 2.5 shanks, and it's only 3, basically, saturation points. If you go to, what?
It ate a slime island.
Yeah, but
we have purple slime saplings.
Well, that means it doesn't go to 64. It goes above Y level 64.
It must just go from the topmost block that isn't air.
Yeah. I think it starts at the top and finds the highest thing in the chunk and goes down.
Yeah, I just saw it go from level 90.
So this is 2.5 hunger shanks and 3 saturation. If you go to toast, that is suddenly 3.5 and a whole bunch of saturation. You can actually do a toast sandwich, which is a step up from toast, and that is even more. So, I mean, wheat and a little bit of crafting. Yeah, either take it out or get rid of decay. I agree with Chris Jackman on that. Yes, you do need if you want to use the hydrangea, you need an overgrowth seed. The problem is you can't craft those. You have to find them as dungeon loot, and they're rare, which means you're going to find one, maybe two at a time, which isn't going to be, I mean, you're going to have to stock up on a whole ton of those. The second option is to do the lunium, do a setup to automate the lunium, not automate it maybe, but make it easier so that you can maybe automate killing the mobs and get the loot, and then maybe get overgrowth seeds at a higher pace. But I'm not sure if it's going to drop overgrowth seeds from that because it's controlling the loot drops through that method. Vasky might be devious enough to take the overgrowth seeds out. Don't know. A sag mill will turn 1 wheat into 2 flour, so 6 times the output of the crafting of the bread. Yeah, so you do a sag mill and then you do a... Yeah, keep it simple, Pigram, says John Wary. You do a sag mill to grind up the wheat into flour, and then you auto craft, push the bread, or actually just cook the bread in a alloy smelter, and then loop the bread back through until you end up with toast, and then you can pull out the toast and auto craft that into toast sandwiches. So you can have that in a really consolidated space. That's like 4 or 5 blocks plus power. Look up for beef Wellington. I'm not going to make beef Wellington. What are you talking about? Yes, it's got tons of hunger, but the saturation, and tons of saturation. But I mean, dough, we're going to have a steady supply of beef. Raw tofu, I guess tofu steak. Why we have the mushrooms? We'd have to grow some spinach. No. So yeah, we would have to do grow some black pepper. We would have to actually automate making cooking oil, soy sauce, we'd have to make tofu. That's about 3 steps. Mushrooms, auto crafting, all of that if we were going to do the replacement, or a cow farm plus a spinach farm plus salt, flour, fresh water source mixing. No, I just do keep it simple. Toast sandwiches, man. Overgrowth seeds drop from Gaia 2.0 to Skinhead. Chris Jackman, when you do bread and you cook it again, you get toast. When you then have to get it and auto craft it with itself to a stack of 2 or 3, I can't remember, and you get a toast sandwich. You can't just cook it again for a toast sandwich. So you loop flour in to make bread, loop the bread back through the oven to get toast, and then you have to auto craft the toast sandwich. Yeah, see, Brad Batslife says Pam's nerfed the tofu. It's not worth it anymore. There's a lot more steps to make tofu usable. It's not just you get tofu and use it as a replacement to meat. You have to get tofu and turn it into a fake steak, fake beef, or fake chicken. You have to process it first. It's way more of a hassle now. Yeah, it's a lot more complicated now in 110, RSEG. Stuffed eggplant is, wait a minute, let's look at this. Stuffed eggplant is 2 ingredients, 1 craft. Is it? That is 5, and I think max on saturation. That is an eggplant, garlic, and bakeware. That is true. But then there's this other version that's super complex. That doesn't make sense. Eggplant, garlic, and bakeware. That is true, actually. That's something to think. I could grow both of these and auto-craft it, and then take out the grinding, take out the sag mill, and the alloy smelter. Something to think about. Huh. Okay. We are at 1 minute till. I'm actually going to swap over to face cam here real quick. There we go. Whew, I tell you what, I'm a sweaty mess. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us this evening. We made some progress and no progress, all at the same time. It's a wonderful thing. Welcome to ForgeCraft.
We learned things and got an awful lot of slime dirt.
Yeah. What do we need more slime dirt for? I mean, really.
Slime dirt.
Oh my God, we're gonna start tossing that. We need to add it to the filter.
The filter's currently full.
Well, make more.
I guess we need to put a filter and put that filter inside the filter.
I don't know if that works. Nesting filters is
Pretty sure
XU.
it does.
Oh, and no, that is XU2. Yeah. So it will.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just need to do that. If you autocraft using the extra utils crafter, it takes no power. Yeah. I ran my bases on culinary gens with stuffed eggplants in 1.7.10. Esmacat, that's a pretty good idea, actually. And I am liking the looks of that. That's basically a small eggplant crop, a small garlic crop, and feed it into an auto crafter with some bakeware stuck in there, and then just output that to a dropper with a timed interval that periodically would drop for some Gormarillas. And I could see that working. That'd be a really good system. So that might be something I investigate next week. We need to get into that because I need to get more mana generation. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming by, watching. Don't forget, you can head on over to discord.vagram.com, join the Discord community, the League of Ordinary Gamers. We've also got forum.vagram.com. If you want to do some posting, it's not real busy, but if you want to do some posting, maybe browse some of the other stuff people have commented on. We also have shop.vagram.com. We have a whole bunch of YouTubers that are a part of the League community. And all of these guys are funding their work and funding their efforts to basically provide quality entertainment to you, the masses, by way of the shop and all the merchandise in there. So consider going over to shop.vagram.com, taking a look around, buying a cool mug or a clever t-shirt. It would greatly help all of us. If you see somebody's design, like Dark Preacher or ForgeCraft shirts, they get the proceeds from those sales. So don't forget that. I will talk to you folks later. Have a good day. Good weekend. I'll see you next on Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Cuts?
Yes.
Any parting words of wisdom?
I'm falling asleep. Sorry, it's late.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
This slime island's silly.
I know this is going to come as a shocker to all of you viewers. Cuts isn't American. I know. Brace yourself. It's hard. First time I heard this, it boggled my mind. But he's actually in the UK.
Just blows people away.
Exactly. So, actually,